Okay, so here we go. We're going to do number 9, page 77. Write a program to calculate the area of a triangle given the length of its 3 sides, A, B, and C, using these formulas. Number 9, chapter 3, exercises, programming exercises. So the formulas are S equals A plus B plus C all over 2. And then capital A equals the square root of S parenthesis S minus A end parenthesis S minus B end parenthesis S minus C end parenthesis. Okay, pretty straightforward. Let's write it up. So let's do. So we're gonna call this triangle area. We'll just call this triangle dot pi. Formula 1. S equals, let's put this in parenthesis, divided by 2. Formula 2 as a comment, it's going to be A equals, and this is going to be square root, and in Google it's going to be the caret, but in Python it'll be the star asterisk. And then S times S minus A, S minus B, S minus C. Okay. All right, then we'll go here. This formula, this program calculates the area of a triangle given user input of its 3 sides. Okay. All right. So we're going to do def triangle area A, B, C. So we'll do, I think it'll be easier to read in the function. So we can do, let's just do side A, right, and then side B, side C. So that'll be, all right. So we can use this formula to help us out. Okay, so S equals, let's just write that exact formula. That's another reason why I chose that. A plus B plus C, all divided by 2. And then A equals S times S minus A times S minus B. I know you guys are probably yelling at the screen right now. You idiot. What are you doing? You're doing it wrong. Okay, I'm going to fix this. I know I made a couple mistakes before, but I'm trying to fix this for this time so we don't have this error. Okay, so it's going to be S times, I think this is good. All right. I think we're good. So then we're going to return A, because that's our area. Okay. going to return the area. Okay, so side A is going to be, so the sides can be floats. They don't have to be ints. So please enter side 1 of 3 of the triangle. And I know they say not to copy and paste, but I'm just going to do this right here. And I like to do the user input. I know that a lot of professors don't, a lot of, professional, outfits don't. I'm doing launch code, and currently, as I make these videos, I'm doing launch code, and they don't want you to do inputs. I think we do inputs for like the in-class stuff, like the pair programming stuff. But as far as like what we have to submit to this platform, homework submission, code submission platform called Vocarium, we don't use any user input. So we have to put everything inside the body of the function, and return whatever the exact output's supposed to be needs to be returned. So if it's a string, along with a value or a series of values, then we have to format it all, within the body of the function. And there's no user input in the main body of the function, either the main body of the program or the main function of the program. So I could just put all this under main and then call main, but I won't. I think we mixed it up on these videos, and I think that Professor Zelle uses main a lot. So I'll just we'll mix it up, and but yeah. So okay, so here we go. I think this is good. So what we'll do is we have to call triangle area, and it's going to be side A, side B, and side C. And then, so after we call it, then A is returned. So then we're going to do print the triangle with sides, so side A, and then comma, side B, and then comma, side C is, and then we can actually put this whole thing inside here. So we can actually put the function call inside that string. And then we can put just square units, because an area isn't square units. An area of a two-dimensional object isn't square units. I think that should work, and I think we're okay with regards to the different data types because we're using commas and not pluses. I think it gets really wonky with pluses. That's just the general feeling in terms of what I remember as of right now. Now, hopefully, I remember even more granular as time goes on, and I work more with this language and just with programming in general, like coding and programming in general. But as of right now, I know that commas usually you're okay with mixing up the data types, whereas I think when you throw in pluses, that's when it gets wonky, and you've got to make sure that everything's like a string. And then the commas also create a space, one little character. So I think we still could be good. We might have to throw space in here and there, but let's try it out. So let's do open. Let's do triangle.py. Okay, check it out. think we're good. Two parentheses. We got those here. We make sure to put times here to the 1/2 power, which is the square root to the 0.5 power. Only thing we didn't do is here might be really long, but we're not going to worry about that right now. And I think that in this chapter, at this stage of the game, I don't think it's a huge deal. But I think we could do like, you know, round, you know, and then comma 2. I think we do something like that. Look, let's just try to run this just as is right now. So we'll do 3, 4, 5. Is that true? Because it's gonna be. Are we positive? I don't know if it's 6 square units. It's gonna be 3, 4, 5 is 12. 12 divided by 2 is 6. So triangle area, it's returning A. So A should be, let's just try it. So A should be 12 times, okay, 12 times, so S minus A, 12 minus 3, right, times 12 minus 4 times 12 minus 5. So what is that? It's going to be 9 times 8 times 7 times 12. Big number, right? Big number. 6,048. So take the square root of that. 77.688. So we got to fix this. Now we returned A. So A should be. Let me try something here. Let me print A. And I'm just gonna see how it goes. So let's do 3, 4, 5. So yeah, A thinks it's 6. So we gotta, I think there's our issue right there. I think that's the issue right here. I think this got squared first because it's like, even though it's PEMDAS, it shouldn't have been an issue. So let's break this up, because this is actually, this kind of debugging is really where, even though something looks easy, I think it's just very important to like patiently go through it, because I don't think our issue is here. I actually think, because I think we did this right. Just triangle area, ABC, these are the arguments, and then we sent them up here into these parameters, and then, you know, we spit them out here. A plus B plus C is straight up, that's 12, divided by 2 is 6. It's going to be S times. So let's mix it up. Let's do it here. So let's do A diff, right? Let's do A diff equals S minus A, okay? B diff, which is like B difference, equals S minus B, right? C diff equals S minus C. This might not be a good solution. I'm not saying you know, this is the end all be all, but I like breaking them up in different variables. I think a lot of the math challenges are solved here. C diff. So A, so square root of A. So A squared equals S times A diff. So then let's put this in parentheses. So it doesn't matter what order we're in on these, but I just want it to be very readable, right? And then a equals a squared, and then the square root of, and then take the square root of that. Looking up here, that's what it is. So then we're going to, let's not worry about printing it, because if we're wrong, we're wrong. If we're right, we're right. Let's do that. Let's see if that worked. So 3, 4, 5. Oh, we're still making that mistake. So it's still 6. It's an interesting one. Even though we did it correctly here. It's very interesting. So there's a hiccup there somewhere. A plus B plus C, A, B, C, A, B, C, side A, side B, side C, plug it in here. 3 plus 4 plus 5. It's 12 divided by 2 is S. All right, so now I'm just going to go through this. This is kind of how I do it as of right now. I just print this stuff out. Just see how it thinks about it. It was 36. Oh, so the square root of 36 is 6. So let's see. Let's just print S. We can print one other stuff. A diff. Do it right. Yeah, I'm doing it right. There's a mistake. Cannot convert string to float. There it is. So S is a string. It's a float. It's a string. It's a float plus a float plus a float divided by 2 equals S. That should be it. Let's do that. I'm pretty sure he sets this up on purpose, because this is totally where we can get tripped up. Let's do this again. Let's put print S. Let's see if this is an issue right now. 3, 4, 5. Oh. So S is 6, which is correct. But so 12, well, so 6. 6 minus 3 is 3. 6 minus 4 is 2. That's 6. 6 minus 5 is 1. That's 6 plus 1. 7 times 6 is 40. Yeah, it's 36. It's 6 times 6 is 36. Take the square root of that. Oh, let's try it again then. Maybe we were supposed to get 6. I don't know if that's, I don't think that's the area. It's 1/2 base times height. So 3, 4, 5 is, it is 6. The 3, 4, 5 is a right triangle. It's a special right triangle. This is a right triangle. So it's 1/2 base times height, because 3 is the height and 4 is the base, and 5 is the hypotenuse. So it's a special right triangle. It's a right triangle. So it's going to be half of that, which is 6. Yeah, this is right. On the deal. But anyways, it's good to not be complacent. That's one thing. the guy who's teaching us in this launch code, he talks about it. He goes, "Is it gonna work?" Like we'll type a bunch of code. He'll do a bunch of code on the over the projector, and he's like, "No, it's not gonna work." He's like, "I never think it's gonna work." And it's funny because it just just keeps you humble, and it's not like this is the only way to think, but it's just it's like this begrudging, not begrudging, but you just have like a quiet like understanding of you know like this kind of work, like it's humbling. Like you can never be arrogant. I think that's really important because there's just so much to learn. You keep learning, and you can be confident, but just not arrogant because you know um, it's just very humbling. So I like that. It was kind of funny. Okay, cool. So we'll get rid of that. We're right. So now I think this is right. I think we're right on. Spent a lot of time debugging something that didn't need to be debugged. So let's do 6, 8, 10. What's that going to be? 24, right? 6, 6, 8, 10. Right triangle. 6 is the height. Let's say 8's the base. And 10's the hypotenuse. 24, there it is. Nice. All right. So the only thing we would do is maybe delete that little space here, but I think it's fine. I really do think it's fine. Anyways, thanks a lot, guys. Just keep testing this. It looks pretty good though. Obviously, put in some comments. Doesn't look there are any except for the header comments there. But yeah, hopefully this is helpful, and yes, hope to see you guys next time. All right, bye.